Hey everyone, it is Sunday. I know it is early for our show, but we are making it work because our guest has a tour tonight in Chicago. So we just have to work around his schedule, which is okay with us. Our guest tonight is Tony Szabelski. Hope I did not butcher that. He is a seasoned paranormal investigator, historian, and expert guide, best known for his work with the Chicago Hauntings Ghost Tours, which he leads immersive explorations of the Windy City's most haunted locations and chilling stories. With years of experience sharing ghost lore, mob history, and eerie encounters through the walking tours, trolley investigations, and multimedia appearances, Tony brings Chicago's supernatural past to life with a passion and a skilled storyteller, investigator. He has been featured on local news and podcasts highlighting haunted history and personal exploration. So let's bring our guest up. Our co-host is here. Derek's here.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I am here.
We are here. We are going to bring Tony up.
Oh, it's been a crazy weekend.
What's up, Tony? How are you?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. You said the name right.
Pretty good.
Yay! I got it right.
Yep.
I was like, I don't want to butcher
it.
Yeah, Tony. That works. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Tony, how did you get started in this crazy field of the paranormal?
Oh, like in an interest or in like being a tour guide or a ghost investigator?
Let's do all.
Okay. Well, my interest started when I was 14 years old and my father died. I was at his wake. He was laid out in his casket. I was the only one that was up there with him at the time. And I just thought in my head, I didn't say anything verbally, just thought in my head, if he can give me a sign that wherever he is, he's okay, then I wouldn't worry about him anymore. And in that moment, the lights in the funeral parlor went off and then they came right back on. Wow. So I kind of took that as my sign.
Yeah.
And that's what, got me interested in all of this. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't until years later. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say that that does happen like at funerals. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And I've even witnessed it myself. The lights flicker, like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they say that one of the easiest ways for spirits to get through to us is through like electronics.
Right.
It wasn't until years later when I met some other people that had like similar interests in the paranormal, and they started inviting me out to like group investigations. I was with a group called Snap It, then a group called All City Paranormal Research, and I went on ghost hunts with those groups. And I met a lady who owned a ghost tour company, actually in the suburbs of Chicago. That's where I first started. She owned a ghost tour company in Naperville, but she wanted to expand her business to include Elgin and eventually Aurora. And she brought me in as her Elgin tour guide. I eventually learned the other tours in Naperville and Aurora. But then later I met lady, her name was Ursula, who owned the Chicago Hauntings Ghost Tour Company. And I worked for her in the city from late 2016 up until she sold the company after the 2020 season to American Ghost Walks, which is located in Madison, Wisconsin. Mike Huberty owns that. Yeah, so that's kind of how I got started.
I know Mike. He's cool.
Oh, yeah. He's a good guy to work for. Oh,
yeah, absolutely. So what is like your favorite Chicago haunt? Like, what is your favorite? Why do you keep going back to it?
The Congress Hotel.
Is it my internet?
Congress Hotel. I've driven past it. I think I've been in it once for one of the ghost tours, but I've never spent a night there. So.
I have spent several nights there, and our bus tours meet there on Saturday nights. And Ursula, when she owned the company, she used to, in the winter, rent out like a suite for us, and we'd bring like a group of people and do ghost hunts throughout the night. The hotel wasn't as busy in the winter,
Right.
but I've always said if there's any place haunted in Chicago, it's the Congress Hotel.
Yeah, I did one of her ghost tours in 2017.
Okay.
So,
I would have already been working for her at that point.
yeah, you probably was one of the tour guides. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was still like out of it that night, so I don't remember exactly who was all there. But
oh, okay.
it was after her ghost event, Ghost Con.
Oh, yeah.
So. I was telling Alicia last time on our last episode there that I'd like to go on a like mob gangster type of like ghost tour, in Chicago. And
I could do
Chicago,
that.
but only a couple of times in my life. Kind of cool. Am I losing signal? Am I glitching?
Yeah, you're kind of glitching.
Can you guys?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Your Wi-Fi must not like you tonight.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I actually gave in my own car last night.
Wi-Fi's on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully he pops back in. So you were talking, what did you do last night with your car in a ghost tour?
In my own car, yeah. I actually gave a couple, a husband and wife, a gangster tour.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, if you'd like to go on a gangster tour in Chicago, I certainly could do it. Yeah. I work a lot with another guy named AJ, too. AJ True Crime on Facebook and TikTok. And we've been talking about doing gangster tours.
That would be fun because you have the Valentine Massacre site down there.
Right, yeah. You have John Dillinger, the bank robber where he was shot.
Yep.
There's a bunch of different Al Capone sites throughout the area.
H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes, yeah. I give the Devil in the White City tour also.
Okay. I know, yeah. I need to come down to Chicago and not do an event and just do the ghost
open
weekend. Because every time I come down that way, it's for one of Willie's events or I'm visiting Willie. And I don't have the time to get into Chicago to do ghost tours.
Right,
so I need to come down like just for fun one weekend and do it.
But, yeah, Willie used to organize tours that I gave.
Yep. Yes, he has. He keeps me busy when I come down and visit. That's for sure.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I know at Obscura Paracon you're going to be talking about Victorian spiritualism. Do you want to talk about what you will be talking a little about with that topic at the Paracon? So if people are watching, they kind of know what to expect for your lecture.
Now, I always start this with, do people know what spiritualism is? And what it was all about. I don't necessarily consider myself religious, but I would consider myself a spiritualist.
Definitely. Me too.
If you're not familiar with it, it goes back to about the 1700s. Initially, a guy named Emanuel Swedenborg, who I guess you could say he was like a philosopher. He was the first to really challenge beliefs of religion back at that time frame. And religions back then generally would believe in, like, if you're a good, like, holy person on earth, you will go to heaven. If you're like in between, you're going to get stuck in like a purgatory. And if you're bad, you're going to go to hell. And he was the first to really challenge that belief and saying, maybe that's not 100% accurate. Maybe there is more to it than that. But the spiritualist movement really didn't take off till the 1850s, and starting with some sisters in upstate New York, Hydesville, New York, near Rochester, the Fox sisters.
Lilydale.
Well, Lilydale is, I think, where they have the the camp now.
Yeah.
But I think back then it might have been called Hydesville. There might still be a Hydesville now. I'm not really sure. But it was near Rochester. And they believed they had the spirit of this peddler, like fruit peddler, who died either on the property of their house or somewhere near it. They believed his spirit was in their house. And they claimed that through like a series of like rapping and knocking, banging noises, they could communicate with this deceased peddler. It was something they did initially at home. Then I guess other people in the neighborhood heard about it. So they started actually performing in their home like a little show where they'd communicate through this system like rapping and knocking noises with this deceased peddler. And it became so popular that eventually a third sister got involved who became like their manager, and they would take it into like local theaters and start performing at local theaters or at certain functions. And from that, it eventually grew into a worldwide phenomenon where I always like to say spiritualists believe in anything religions would believe in.
Yep.
Like life after death and, you know, heaven and hell and things like that. But they believe that in this lifetime, you could communicate with the dead. So eventually things like use of Ouija boards, psychic abilities, seances. Seances were huge in the early days of spiritualism. Tarot card readings, that all comes out of the spiritualist movement. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be talking about. I'll also get into like there's the belief that a lot of mediums were fake back then. Not that I think all of them were, but there probably were a good deal of them who realized you could make a little money off of something like this, and they were just, you know, faking things. Spirit photography was another big thing, where they'd like take a portrait of you, and then, you know, your deceased loved one would be like over your shoulder in the picture. Harry Houdini, the great magician, who started as a spiritual believer, eventually challenged a lot of the mediums because he believed they were fake. They said he pretty much disproved everything that they did as fake, except for there was one medium, off the top of my head, I can't think of her name, who he could not figure out how she was doing what she was doing. But yeah, he was one of the earliest spiritualists, and a lot of famous people got involved. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say a lot of famous people got involved.
One of my favorite magicians.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's his name from Las Vegas? I'm probably cutting out, ain't I?
A little bit. Not David Copperfield.
He's the mind. Oh, okay, there you go. I was like, oh, it paused for a minute. Yeah, Chris Angel.
Oh, Chris Angel. Oh, yeah.
Magicians. I love.
Yeah, I was in Vegas back in December,
and
I didn't see Chris Angel, but I did see.
I don't know.
Where his show was.
I'd love to meet him, though. I mean, years.
Yeah, I did see where his show was, and I saw he had.
Alicia says, "How did you end up on Discovery on Psychic Kids?"
Oh yeah, there's actually just, which is a it's a spiritual church in the suburb of Cicero, just outside of Chicago. Where we do the reverend of the church teaches like psychic abilities. She teaches tarot card reading. She does seances. We have. Oops, I think I lost you guys. Nope. Somebody tried calling me and I lost you guys. Yeah, somebody tried to call me. So I gotta see if I can get back in.
We can still hear you. I still need to get there. The church.
Yeah.
Yes, and they oh, there, I think see it back up. Should be coming back up now. Yeah. Oh, there I am. Yeah, they did an episode of Psychic Kids at the church. So I was on that episode just very briefly, being like the tour guide, telling them the history of the place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I ended up on that. It's not the old Psychic Kids. A lot of people, when I say that, they think of the original one.
And
Yeah. It's the new edition that they did, and they really didn't do a whole lot of episodes of the new edition. It was like the previous kids had grown up, and they were now mentoring the new group of kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who are coming into Chicago, what are like the top 3 sites to check out that you recommend to people?
The Congress Hotel, even if you just can get in the lower level of it, definitely it has a very creep factor to it.
It definitely does, and it's beautiful at the same time.
It is beautiful at the same time. The Lincoln Park, I do a regular walking tour in Lincoln Park, the Lincoln Park Zoo. That used to be the old Chicago City Cemetery, and there's still some remnants of it being an old cemetery, and definitely believe there's a lot of ghosts there.
Oh yeah, it is creepy. It's creepy even in the day. You can feel it.
It is, yeah. The Hull House, which was Jane Addams, who pretty much invented social work as we know it today. That was a property that she ran as a settlement house to help poor people, but it existed long before her. A guy named Charles Hull originally built it in 1856 as a family home. He was a wealthy real estate developer. He had a few homes, but he only lived in the house for 4 years because his wife and 2 sons die in the building. Wow. So to him and his one remaining daughter, it didn't feel like home anymore.
Yeah.
He held on to the property till he died in 1889. Eventually, he had no relatives to leave the property to, no living relatives. He left it to his housekeeper, who served him for like 40 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
She gave the property to Jane Addams to use to help poor people as long as she needed it, completely and totally rent-free. But Charles Hull was a known spiritualist, and he was known to have done seances in that property. And, that could have opened up some portals, and having lost 3 family members in it.
Right.
And then throughout the years, when it was a settlement home, there were a lot of other people that died. So it's definitely an interesting property.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures I took while on that ghost tour, and one of the stops was the Jane Addams house.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, the Jane Addams Hull house would be one of the stops. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like a claim that you will see like a lady on the staircase or something?
Yes, actually, people have gotten pictures of like images coming down that staircase.
Okay.
Wow, that's cool. So
I was trying to figure out why I have so many pictures of the staircase in that house. I'm like, I think there was a thing about the lady on the staircase.
He was trying to get an apparition.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now, when you're going on ghost tours and you're giving these tours, do you go to multiple places, or do you kind of just stick to one? Is it like separate, each individual?
Well, I do a variety of tours. American Ghost Walks offers, just in the Chicagoland area, we have, in Chicago itself, we have our Haunted History Ghost Bus Tour, which goes to about 5 to 6 different stops. The Hull House, the Congress Hotel is where it meets.
Yeah, that's what I
see.
The Valentine's Massacre site.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln Park, we go to that, where there's a mausoleum still left in Lincoln Park. Then I do a walking tour that's just in Lincoln Park itself, that starts at the Chicago History Museum and it ends at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre site. I also do a walking tour in the South Loop the Prairie Avenue Historic District, which used to be back in the 19th century, the old Millionaires District in Chicago.
wow.
There's still a few old mansions there and a lot of interesting stories. I've also done downtown, like Loop and River North tours that talk about like the Chicago Water Tower building being haunted, and Holy Name Cathedral is where some gangsters were shot up in front of. There was it's now a fire station, but it used to be where the old Cook County Jail was, where when hangings were legal in the state of Illinois, they hung around 90 men right on the site where the fire station is right now. So yeah, a lot of interesting stories there. Then I do the Devil in the White City tour. That's a bus tour goes south, H.H. Holmes sites, World Fair sites. We go down to where the post office is now, which was his building site. And that's just like in the city itself. Occasionally we threw in like a pub crawl. I have a pub crawl. I just did one for Valentine's Day. I got one coming up for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to like Irish pubs. And then around Chicago, we have our Lake County tour, which is the northern suburbs. That has been a 7-hour ghost tour where we're going pretty much all day on that tour. I usually have someone else doing that tour with me. And the Resurrection Mary, our vanishing hitchhiking ghost, that's in the southwest suburbs along Archer Avenue. And they also have tours in Naperville and a couple different tours in Aurora, one out in Woodstock that a friend of mine gives that tour. Trying to think if I covered everything. I think that might be all of the ones in Chicago. I'm hoping to do some people have requested. I did it for a private group a couple years ago. St. Charles, Illinois, as a ghost tour, and a couple of people have requested me to do that again. So yeah, those are all kind of the different tours that I've given in the area.
Nice.
I'll have to try to convince Willie to do the St. Patrick's Day one, because I fly in on the 17th.
I would love that. That would be.
Oh, actually, it's the Friday before we're doing it. Okay. So yeah, because the 17th downtown is going to be absolutely insane.
I didn't realize when I booked
and even the Saturday
flight,
it'll probably be insane.
I didn't realize when I booked my flight it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
He goes, "Are you serious right now?" I'm like,
"Yeah."
Why? He goes, "That's St. Patrick's Day." I'm like, "Oh shit! Oops." Well, my flight gets in at like 3:30. Hopefully, we can get in, and you can get in and pick me up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
They like where they make the river that goes to Chicago like super green.
Right. They turn it green.
Yeah.
I want to see that. So I'm like, maybe we could make a little detour to Chicago so I can see the Green River.
Right.
But it all depends what time I actually get into Chicago Airport.
Yeah.
It says like 3:45, but we all know flights tend to get delayed. So
right. Yeah.
You know.
Let's not go back to the whole Scarefest delay happening with me. That was not fun. We're not doing that again.
That was an American haunting. No.
that was an American haunting. I know you do investigations all over the country as well.
Yeah.
And I know you do them privately and then some publicly.
Right. Yeah.
What location do you like the most outside of the Chicago area that you do like tours or investigations in?
Probably had the most activity in a place called Ashmore Estates.
Love that place.
Oh yeah. Oh, we love Ashmore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've had a few personal experiences myself at Ashmore, so that one would rank up there number one. I've been to a lot of the big haunted places like Waverly and the Lizzie Borden House, and I just recently was at Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia.
That place
done
is
some
creepy.
Places in New Orleans. Yeah, Eastern State is definitely creepy.
The very first time I went to Eastern State, it was just like I think it was like noon on like a weekday, right? And I had my phone in my hand, like this, like both my hands holding my phone, taking pictures. All of a sudden, my hand was pushed away, and my phone lifted out of my hands and got smashed to the ground.
Oh, wow.
At Easter State. And I'm like, okay, bye, I'm out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm out.
That's
And I
funny.
went
Yeah, a
back
couple.
last year,
Mm,
second time. I'm
mhm.
like, nope, you're not destroying my phone this time.
Right, right. Yeah, a couple of us swear we saw with our eyes in you know how those cells, um they're dark. They're fairly dark. They have a little bit of a skylight above them.
Right.
But you couldn't like look in the doorway into the cell, and we saw what looked like a shadow figure move from left to right before
Mhm.
us.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
had
we both like reacted at the same time, like, oh, what was that?
right.
Yeah.
Even during the day, it's creepy.
Hmm.
And I know
Yeah, and that was during the day. Yeah.
the staff were like, no equipment, no equipment. I'm like,
Oh,
I went
yeah,
right
yeah,
before Penhurst Paracon, and there was a whole bunch of
Mhm.
paranormal people there. And it
yeah.
was funny watching them all bring out their equipment and trying to do like
Mhm.
AVPs and like the
Yeah, yeah.
vampire and stuff. I'm like watching back. I'm like, where's this? Where's the staff? And all of a sudden, the staff
Mhm.
comes up and starts trying to take the equipment away. I'm like, this
Oh,
is
really?
why
Mm.
the sign says you should not bring equipment in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we had small equipment like a voice
Mhm.
recorder and
Yeah.
things like that. So nobody said anything to us.
Right. I know you went to you tried to do a tour at Wright Hill Mansion while you were up there, right?
Yeah, but we had to leave early because of the big snowstorm that was coming in. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we were there. We got a tour. We did set up some equipment. I took a few pictures,
Mhm.
but then we all got notifications that our flight back to Chicago on Monday, this was a Saturday night, on Monday was canceled.
Oh no.
And we were like, oh, okay. So we heard the stories about the storm, but I guess, we weren't taking it that seriously.
Right.
Yeah, whatever, they say it's going to snow all the time.
We know what the snow
Yeah.
means. We're like,
Right. But they were saying, oh, this is going to be like one of the worst storms ever,
Yeah.
predicting, 15 to 20 inches. And
they got like
we
37
tried to,
inches.
yeah, they did. Yeah, it was worse than they even thought it would be.
Mhm.
And we tried to get through to the airlines and we could not, because we wanted to see if they would give us like an earlier flight. Like maybe we can leave Sunday morning instead of Monday. But we could not get through to them. So we decided with, the people that run the property there at Whitehall, they have a little trailer outside. We were in the trailer watching the Weather Channel on the big screen. And they're from the area, so they're from New Jersey. So they are like, this is one of those big nor'easter storms.
Mhm.
You guys should get out of town, is what they were telling us.
Right.
And yeah, we looked at the weather and we're like, we had a rental car already, so we're like, let's just drive it back to Chicago. Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get to investigate, but
you definitely have to
did
go
get to
back
see it.
and check that place out.
Yeah.
Like, I know I went last May, and Kyle, who runs the house, said our night there was probably one of the most active nights in a long time.
Oh, really? Yeah.
We had some crazy double Estes methods in the basement. We were growled at. We were there was like something like crawling on the floor, and then it jumped to the ceiling. It was crawling at us. We're like,
well, yeah, they see that crawler. They do see that crawler there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was really weird. We're all like standing there, like, are we actually experiencing this? Or are we just like doing a group like imagination thing here? And we're sitting there, like, do we leave? What will happen if we get up and left? And it got closer and closer to it. We're like, okay, y'all need to leave. You need to go now. We need to go upstairs. So we're gonna go back in September, which I'm super excited about.
Okay.
That house holds a lot of history, American history.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's very old.
Like I've been friends with Kyle for I think like 6 years, and I finally was able to get up there.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm like, you hear the stories of the location, you hear the history, and you're like, okay. Until you get there and experience it yourself, you're like, Oh, okay, that's what people were actually talking about. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
this place is crazy.
Hmm.
So I'm super excited to go back.
And I
But
didn't realize it's like so remote too.
it
There's
really
really nothing
is,
else around there.
which is nice for
Hmm.
investigation.
It
Don't have
is, yeah.
people like in cars and
Right,
traffic and
yeah.
everything. I
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
when I booked it, I
Hmm.
was like, I didn't think it was that remote. I just know it was about an
No,
hour
yeah.
from Penhurst, so that's why I booked it. So I'm like, we
Hmm.
can go up the day before Penhurst Paracon, investigate, and then the next day we can go down to Penhurst and do the Paracon.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that place is creepy too. Like
Hmm.
once the lights go
Definitely is.
off and it's dark, it takes
Hmm.
a whole new vibe to the house.
Yeah.
But to be in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a location with like so much
Hmm.
tied history to the American history,
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
when
Mm-hmm.
Franklin was there, some of
Yeah.
these older
Hmm.
presidents were there. Like you're actually
Hmm.
walking into American history.
You are, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Have
A location I would like to go sometime is the Indiana.
State Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there so many times.
Hmm. I've only been there once.
Yeah,
But
it's on my list. It's on my to-do
yeah.
list, you know.
Hmm.
Now you're from Chicago, right?
Right, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how do you feel about like Bachelor's Grove Cemetery? I mean,
Well, I was just there yesterday, actually.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I do believe it is haunted. I know people will say it's like the most haunted cemetery in
Right.
the world.
Mhm.
And it does have that reputation. And I think if you look back in history, it certainly earned that reputation. Um, Although now there's groups that have come in and when I first went to Bachelor's Grove, the grass was like really high. You could barely see the headstones. Now there's groups that have come in that really take care of it.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
the grass is cut and it looks much nicer. I think there's still paranormal activity there, but I think there's also a lot of paranormal activity in the woods around there.
Right.
Mm.
I've
Mhm.
yet to be there. It's one of the
Okay.
places I keep really telling Willie I need to go when I come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
said, every time I come down, it's for
What's up,
a
Nathan?
con
Mhm.
or working towards a
Right.
con or something. So I
Yeah.
always
And
tell him I
it's
have
so
to go down
far away too. It's not like it's close to like downtown Chicago or,
Right.
anything else really. It's just way on the far south suburbs.
Mhm.
I know you've been to Conover Square out in Oregon.
Yes,
Illinois.
several times. Yeah.
Tell people the history of that building because I've been there once for an
Mhm.
investigation.
Yeah, it was the old piano factory in town, where there were a lot of people that died in the making of the pianos. It eventually became the Conover Square like antique mall.
Mhm.
And that's what's there now. There's a ton of antiques there, old
Yeah.
stuff, especially up in the attic upstairs. And I believe a lot of stuff is attached to those items that are there.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a very active location. I know the guys who run it, Steve and Josiah.
Steve and
I've done,
Josiah. Yep.
yeah, I've done other things with them before too. They had a Masonic lodge that they did with them, and I think there was one other place I did with them too. I can't think of what it was now. But yeah, I think it's definitely a very active location.
Oh yeah. I have to agree. We went
Hmm.
3 Novembers ago, and me and my friends got so much activity in that place. I was like, because we were like looking for something to do after Dark Arts and Oddities Con with Willie. We're like, okay,
Right.
Oregon's only like an hour and a half. Let's go check
Yeah, it's
this
not that
out.
far. Yeah, right.
And it was pretty active that night. I'm like, I
Mhm.
kind of was surprised, and the attic was creepy because it was just me and my friend who we were both females, and it was the attic's mostly it was a male's area of
Mhm.
the building back in the day. And we
Right,
both
right.
were like touched. We were kind of groped up there. We're like,
Mhm.
you men like the ladies. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nathaniel had a question.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on the old Joliet?
Julia?
State prison.
Well, when I was working for Ursula Bielski back in 2018, in late September and October of that year, I got to be one of the tour guides at the old Joliet
Oh
prison.
wow!
Nice.
Was my first experience with it. I had always heard about it. I'd never, until the night we went out there to do like our walkthrough before the tours, I had never been out there. I mean, it's was built, what, 1850s, I think it was built.
Yeah, something like that.
A tire limestone structure. Many infamous inmates have been in there.
John Wayne Gacy.
Well, actually, Gacy, I mean, that's kind of, it is
it
a
a
little
myth?
bit of a myth. Yes, he was there, but he did not stay there.
No, he didn't stay.
He was stayed
Yeah, he was.
I think he was there for
stayed,
like
yeah.
2 days or something.
Yeah, he was just very, very briefly, and then he went. They moved him to another prison. Yeah, he was in the prison in Iowa. That was before that. It was about 10 years earlier.
Was
And
Richard
Anamosa.
Speck?
Yeah.
Richard Speck, yes, Richard Speck was there. Babyface Nelson, another gangster, was there. James Earl Ray, who the big thing. James Earl Ray, did he shot? Who did he shoot?
MLK.
Is that Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Yes, right, Martin Luther King. Yeah, he was in the Joliet prison before he shot MLK.
Yeah, and then once he did shoot MLK, he went to Bushy Mountain.
Yeah, Bushy Mountain.
Which
yeah, very interesting history there.
I'm more drawn to the prison
before.
What was that?
Bushy Mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bushy Mountain State.
Down in Tennessee.
Okay. I think we're gonna try to visit that when we go down to Waverly this year. I think just to kind of
far distance, dude.
Is it far away from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there, so I'd have to map that one out. I'm not really sure.
I went for a day tour, which at Bushy Mountain, it's really cool because they have old guards, the like superintendent or whatever you want to call them in the prison system, old inmates all roaming around, telling you the stories of being locked up, working, or living at the prison, working there. So it was really nice to hear their stories, and then you see the history throughout the location as well.
Yeah.
But it is another location. If you bring equipment, they will actually take it away because they do not allow any investigation during the day.
Okay.
But it's extremely creepy. You don't get to see a lot of the prison. Because a lot of it's closed down unless you book it for private investigations.
Yeah.
But I know Old Harriman Hospital is about 30 minutes away, which the history is known that prisoners from Bushy Mountain went to Old Harriman for treatment if they got injured enough and they couldn't take care of them at the prison. So that's one of my goals, is to do both one night at Harriman and one night at Bushy.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to do. Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, because Waverly's in Kentucky, like Nathan said, and then Tennessee. I'm like, so there's one that's by Waverly, I think, and I can't remember what it was, but somebody was talking about it. I think Alicia, if she was here, she would know. But no, I seen an episode with Angry Grandma on.
Oh my God!
YouTube, and the grandson took the angry grandma, to Bushy Mountain. They did like a little tour there, and it was hilarious.
Oh, what you see in the videos of Angry Grandma and her grandson, just imagine meeting them in person and being around them. It's 10 times funnier.
I would love to do a ghost hunt with Angry Grandma. I mean, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I met her at Scarefest last year, and I'm like, who is this Angry Grandma? And everybody's sending me videos on Facebook. I'm like, I have no idea who this person is, but everybody's like, you don't know who Angry Grandma is? I'm like, no.
That's funny.
Like, I went for the paranormal. Like, that's the only reason I went to Scarefest. And then I met, like, I got to hang out with Kane Hodder again, which I hadn't seen him in like 13 years, so it was good to see him again. Let's see. Somebody asked a question. Hold on, let me find it here. Okay, that wasn't a question. So what is like the one place that you would love to go to? Anywhere in the world, expenses paid.
Probably somewhere in Hawaii or over in like England or Scotland, something like that. I'd probably go for maybe something in like Edinburgh, Scotland, or over in somewhere in England.
Mm-hmm.
And you make an old castle or something there. That would be pretty cool to investigate.
Yeah, go to Leap Castle or Ramsden or whatever it's called. It's one of my bucket list locations. It's
so if anybody's listening, and they want to pay our expenses,
right? Exactly.
You also should go to England.
I'll pack my bags together.
Right.
Well, Tony, I got a question too. Going back to celebrities and things. What if you had any choice of who to pick as a celebrity? Who would you pick to go, or even do a ghost tour with, or go on a ghost adventure with?
Ghost adventure.
That's an interesting question. Well, I know Chris Fleming. And I've talked to Chris on many occasions, but I mean, other than doing like a few brief little things at different Paracons that he's been at, I've never done like a full investigation with him.
Oh, you would have a blast.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It could be a comedian. It could be an actor.
Oh, anybody.
Anybody.
A comedian? Okay. Dan Aykroyd. I'll go do an investigation with Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
Nice.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Because he's very much into the paranormal. Besides,
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Right. Yeah.
Into the paranormal.
But he is into it. Yeah.
See, I would love to take Gordon Ramsay out on an investigation.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
He'd be cussing the whole time.
He would be.
You Trump burger, come out and talk with me.
Right, yeah.
That's
all
awesome.
his like England slang words and
everything.
I think that would be hilarious. Well, I know Kalani the ghost hunter just met him like 2 weeks ago in England.
Okay.
I was like, you lucky person.
I know.
I have a really cool like memory, and I mean, if it wasn't for Sanctum of Souls, I would have never met Kalani, but I mean, it was cool, man. I like Kalani. I would totally do an investigation with Kalani.
Oh yeah.
He's or in the Fear Factor the Project Fear group.
Oh, Project Fear, yeah.
Love it. Would love that.
Funny fact,
so
I grew up like 15 minutes from them. All of them.
Oh, really?
15 minutes.
And Chelsea's their eye doctor.
Yeah, she's my eye doctor.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
So I actually did like a mini ghost hunt with Dakota up in Minneapolis a long time ago, right before he went on to winning the whole ghost adventure thing.
Yeah.
And I have pictures of him because he was like maybe 16 at the time. He is much smaller. I was actually taller than him at that point. So every time I see him, I'm like, hey, Dakota, remember this photo? And Tanner had hair. Tanner was a big football player. And Alex was there. I was like, I have this photo. I'm never deleting this photo ever. But they're amazing. They're amazing humans. Like I see Chelsea a couple times throughout the year for my eyes. And now all of a sudden, like all the Minnesota ghost people go down to her for for her eyes. So I'm like, she's an amazing eye doctor. If you're in Minnesota, go see her.
Right. Yeah.
And you get inside scoop to like upcoming episodes or stuff. Like she will spill the beans to you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sandra says hi.
Hi, Sandra. I'll see Sandra on Friday at the Cicero Church for a seance and investigation.
Ooh, what's the history of that place?
Initially, started as a funeral home in 1916.
Oh wow!
maybe when you did the Chicago Ghost Tour, they may have taken you to a spot where a boat tipped over in the Chicago River,
Yes.
called the Eastland, and 844 people died.
Wow.
This was the Horatia Funeral Home out in Cicero. The people that died on that boat were workers from the Western Electric Company, which is their annual company picnic. They were going to Michigan City, Indiana for the picnic by boat. And that was located in Cicero, the Western Electric Company. The family, the funeral home family, the Horatias, made so much money off of that disaster from all the wakes that they built a better building, which is the current building that's there now, built in 1916. The boat tipped over in 1915. So it has its connections to the Eastland in that way. Also, Al Capone moved his operations to Cicero, about 3 minutes away from where that building is, in the mid 1920s. He was running out of the Hawthorne Hotel.
Okay.
And we do believe there were some gangster wakes that took place in the building. There's still a lot of remnants of it being an old funeral home. And it was a funeral home from 1916 to 1975, when a guy named Harry Hilborn bought it to move his spiritual church into the building. Church he had already opened up was operating elsewhere. And it's been a spiritual church ever since. And he brought in Mihaela, the current reverend of the church, as his assistant. When he passed away in the 1990s, she took over, and she's the current pastor there right now. She's the one that leads the seances.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and they.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You can ask your question.
What are some of the paranormal claims of that location?
Well, we've seen shadow figures there. Lots of shadow figures tend to show up. Especially there's an area which used to be one of the viewing rooms for bodies, but it's now the altar of the church.
Oh wow!
We've seen shadow figures over there. Down in the basement, you can go in the old embalming room. You can still see stuff. There's an old handheld crank elevator that they used to push on the gurney. They'd push the body up on that, crank it upstairs after it was prepared. We have gotten a lot of responses on the ghost box, especially in the basement. We believe that not only are there spirits of maybe like old gangsters there, possibly even old Western Electric Company workers, but we also believe, because there's seances done there, that it's like a spiritual highway, that spirits are like coming and going through
like
that
a portal.
place.
Yeah.
Yes. And there is, speaking of a portal, there's an old gazing mirror there, scrying mirror. I've heard various. Some people say it's 150 years old. Some people say it's a 200-year-old mirror.
Oh wow!
But it hangs in the center of one of the main rooms of the building, and it's used for scrying. Like that would be, you stare into it, and the belief is you stare and look into it long enough, the spirits will start coming through and communicating with you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting place if you guys ever.
I'll have to definitely check that place out.
Matter of fact, I think I have
to come down
to Alicia. I think I've talked to Alicia about that place before, but I know she wanted to do like an overnight investigation there, or maybe even stay. They do it a couple days. It's still an active building. The Reverend and her assistant live upstairs. They have church services there. They teach classes. There's a Spanish group that uses it to. They do Spanish services there also, and the music group practices there. They have AA and NA meetings in the basement, which I think brings another energy into the building.
Yeah, definitely brings another energy.
But it being an active building like that, there's a lot going on. So usually it's just like a shorter investigation that we do there.
Right. Nathaniel asks, what are your thoughts on the infamous DR60 recorder?
Well, I mean, I personally never used it, so I don't really have too much thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm sure it might work.
Mhm. Yeah, would love one.
I would
Mhm.
love one. I got to use
Yeah.
one last weekend
Oh, did you?
in the Grant House up here in Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that you did go there. Yeah, that's a
And
cool looking place. I'd like to go there sometime.
it's crazy. I can hook you up.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
it's in the process of being sold. I know there's a new owner on the midst of taking it over, so I'm not quite sure how the whole ghost thing will happen. But the current owner is very down with the paranormal. She actually owns another haunted hotel down in southern Minnesota called the Anderson House, which is the oldest hotel in Minnesota and very, very active. So if I can't get you into the Grant House, I can get you into the Anderson House.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah.
But we have
I definitely
so
want to
much
do those.
crazy EVPs come from the DR60 at the Grant House. I'm like, I want one, but I don't want to spend $2,000 on one.
Yeah, I don't think I even know anybody that has one. I mean, other than seeing people like on TV use it, I've never, or in YouTube videos, I've never used it. So it's hard to have an opinion about it.
Right.
Have you ever been to like the Washoe Club or Virginia City yet?
No, I have not yet. It is on my list to go to. I was in Las Vegas back in December. We hit a lot of haunted locations in Vegas, but I definitely, like, the next time I go out that way, I want to go, further away from Vegas and hit some other places.
Yeah, because if you fly into Vegas, you could go up through Goldfield, so you can stop at the Goldfield.
Right, Goldfield, yeah. The Crown Motel is up that way. Yeah, Tonopah.
And then you hit Virginia City. So I'm already planning next year. We're just gonna, even though I'm going this year again to the Washoe Club, we're gonna go next year, fly into Vegas and go up and do all the ghost cities in Nevada.
Okay.
But the Washoe Club will make you want more. Like, it will capture your heart, and you will want to return and return and return and return.
Oh, okay.
Because me and my friend walked into the Washoe Club after getting pizza, and we were greeted by a audible voice saying hello of a woman. And then we were chasing shadows, we were chasing voices, footsteps all night long. Virginia City is a very haunted town. Like, anywhere
I've heard lots of stories about it.
There's a lot of haunted locations. If you ever go, I highly recommend doing the off-roading experience they have in Virginia City. Because they will take you way up into the mountains. They will take you to the old gold open shafts and everything. He's really cool.
Awesome.
I highly recommend Virginia City. Like, you see it on the TV show, and you're like,
right.
And you get that feeling like you want to go, and then you go, you're like, I never want to leave feeling at that point.
Right.
Because I went in October, and we're like, when can we come back? And we booked it for a weekend, and we're doing the Nevada State Prison in Carson City, and then we're doing an overnight at the Washoe Club the next night.
Oh, interesting. Wow, yeah, that's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the Washoe Club is like $400. It's cheap.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, it is very cheap. You could get, I think, up to 8 people for $400.
Oh, yeah, that's real cheap. You could easily cover that back with people. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it from, I think, like 8 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Okay.
It's really nice. So I highly suggest that. If you ever get
I definitely will. Yeah, I definitely will.
Have you ever been to the Stanley Hotel?
Yes, I have. I actually spent a couple of nights in the Stanley Hotel, and that's a place I'd love to go back to again. I was there for the Lost Limbs Foundation event, and that was probably, might have been like 2014.
Yeah, something like that.
And I mean, I'd like to go. I mean, it was nice to be there with all the other people in the event and stuff. I'd like to just go, like, me and a few other people, and just, experience the place a little bit more.
Right. Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
If you do the Stanley, I highly suggest doing Aiden Sinclair's Paranormal Magic show. He has a ton of haunted items in his little. It's under the carriage house or carriage hall. He has a bunch of haunted items in his little area. His show's
Okay.
amazing. They do seances there as well.
Mm-hmm.
We had our roll-away bed disappear.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
we even asked the front desk, we're like, where did our bed go? And they're like, no one's entered your room because it's all electronic
Mhm.
keys. Like,
Yeah.
no one's entered your room since you left for the show. We're like,
Oh
well,
wow.
our bed was there when we left. When
Mhm.
we came back, it was gone. So they put us up
Interesting.
on the top floor where the kids used to roam when their parents were out
Mhm.
doing parties and stuff. We kept
Yeah.
seeing shadows of kids, hearing balls going down the hall, running.
Wow.
My friend got woken up to, me and her got woken up to a kid's voice saying, "Good morning, mommy."
Hmm.
Oh
like,
wow.
oh, okay.
That's when I'm hiding under the covers. I'm just gonna be like,
You're like, I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing
no.
this.
Right.
Have you ever been to the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs?
Yeah, no, that's one I have not been to yet either. But I've got a friend, my friend Jennifer, who's been there. She's always asking me to go down there with her to that place, and I definitely want to do that too.
Mhm.
Well, when I see you at the Paracon, I'll hopefully have
Hmm?
experience to tell you because I'm going
Okay.
not this Friday, but next Friday. We're spending the night there
Oh,
and
okay.
doing like the
All
ghost
right. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
investigation.
Hmm.
Because it's literally
Yeah.
we're going down to New Orleans. And the way back, we exactly go
Mhm.
through Eureka Springs. So I'm like, if we're going through Eureka Springs, you bet my
Mm-hmm.
happy butt I'm spending the night at the Crescent Hotel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
have to do that. Hmm.
For
Great way to
okay,
start the season of 2026.
I know. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
For people who, because I know you've been to New Orleans a few times, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What are your recommendations? Because I will be spending 4 days down in New Orleans. What are your
Mhm.
recommendations?
Some of the best places in New Orleans you can't even get into to investigate anymore.
Right.
That's probably the sad
That's
part
the
there.
sad part. Like the
Yeah. Yeah,
Mansion.
Lalaurie Mansion. Yeah. I mean, you can stand out in front of that place and take pictures, and that's about all you can really do there.
Well, I think doesn't U.S. Ghost Adventures own it now, and they opened it up to investigations or something.
Well, when I was in New Orleans a couple of years ago, they told me that Nicolas Cage owned it,
Yeah,
but
Nicolas
it
Cage
went
owned it,
into foreclosure because he wasn't paying on it.
which is shocking, but
Well, he spent $1 million to have
to
a
buy it.
pyramid headstone, no,
Mhm.
pyramid headstone built in St. Louis Cemetery #1.
Oh wow.
The one that Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen, is in.
Mhm.
He paid. They're no longer doing burials in there, and he offered them $1 million just to be
Holy
able to build
Wow.
his grave there.
Wow.
Hopefully long before he needs it. It's
Right.
there. It's there right now. You can
Let's
see
not
it.
hope. Let's not
Um,
hope that Nicolas Cage dies anytime soon.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
30 years down the road.
Right. But yeah, they said he went into foreclosure on that building, and we were told by one of the tour guides on the tour that we had that a oil man from Texas bought it, and he lives in Texas. He just if there's he said every once in a while his family comes in town to New Orleans and they'll stay there. If he only like rents it out to people that he knows that are coming
Right.
into New Orleans, and he'll rent it to them. But that's all he basically uses the property for.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
my
know it's like
buddies-
one of the places I want to take pictures of is that place for sure.
Yeah.
But what other
Yeah,
locations?
probably if you can get into like some of the plantations, Oak Alley.
Okay, yeah, Oak Alley is definitely on my list.
The Myrtles is a couple-hour drive away.
Yep,
Those
I'm doing
probably are
that
the best
actually,
places. Yeah, I went to the Myrtles.
I'm doing that next Monday with a friend. When
Oh,
we
okay,
visit
yeah.
that area. I'm super
Mhm.
excited.
Alicia,
Yeah,
you
I
was
would
talking
say.
about the
Oh, go ahead.
Chicago St. Charles, I think.
Oh, the Chicago St. Charles, yeah, the
Yeah.
suburb of Chicago, yeah. Mhm. I know there's other St. Charles out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I proposed to Alicia at a St. Charles, but that was in Missouri.
Yes, there is a St. Charles, Missouri.
And we did a ghost tour there, and we were outside of the little church right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I remember when I was researching stories for the St. Charles ghost tour, I kept popping up St. Charles, Missouri. I'd say,
Right.
oh, that's a great story. And then I'd realize it's from St. Charles,
It's
Missouri. And I
Missouri.
didn't want to
Yeah. But it's a beautiful town.
It is,
Well,
yeah.
I know that you have a ghost tour starting very
Yeah.
soon. So we will let you get going. We will see you in 21 days at
That's right. Yeah.
Super excited to see you again because I know I saw you in November when you came to the Dark Arts and Oddities event.
Yes, yeah, we came in November.
Yep. So it'll be good to see you again. I will be there.
Awesome. Yeah, same.
Smiley face.
And I don't think I've met Derek and Alicia yet in person.
We'll be there.
But I've been Facebook friends.
Yes. Right.
So I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in person.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and likewise.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, I will definitely
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming on and making the schedule work.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good
All right. You guys have a good night too. Bye.
You too.
Yeah. Bye. So that was Tony. He will be at Obscura Paracon March 21st and 22nd. We are 20 days away. That is crazy to say.
Time is flying by.
But
I'm ready to do some ghost hunting, seeing all my people.
I know. I was talking to Willie last night because I've been doing the social media and everything. And we're trying to figure out the social media posts and everything. I'm like, we have 20 days to get all of this posted. The vendor spotlight, the workshops, the speakers, and everything. I'm like, we're gonna go crazy the next 20 days. But next Sunday, Alicia and Derek will be hosting the show. I might pop on depending on if I get to the hotel in time. Because I will be in Sunday. I will be in Arkansas somewhere. I don't know where yet. Our goal, Friday, we get to Kansas City. Saturday, we get to Arkansas somewhere. Sunday, somewhere between Arkansas and Louisiana. So next Sunday we have, let's see. I think we have Brady Goebel. I'm going to have to double check and make sure he's still on, but that is the plan, is Brady Goebel. And then the following weekend on the 15th, we have Godby Paranormal out of Louisville, Kentucky. They are a husband and wife paranormal team. So the next 2 weekends, you will see Alicia and Derek hanging out, doing the show. We'll see how much trouble Derek gets into.
Oh, yeah. I'll be good.
I'll be blowing up their phone and be like, nope. Okay.
That's fun.
And then we are taking off the 22nd because we will be just winding up the Paracon. We will be exhausted. So we won't do a show on the 22nd. And then we will be back on the 29th with Ari Spencer. So we will see you back next weekend, next Sunday at a regular time of 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Where you will see Derek and Alicia.
Yay.
Yay. And if anyone has recommendations for New Orleans, please send them my way because I'm trying to build our plan guide for the time that we're in Louisiana. But I will love to know what people suggest. Food, haunted tours, haunted locations, must-see split places. I bet you there will be lives coming from New Orleans all the time for me. Just watch for photos, videos, all that fun stuff. I can't wait. These next 4 days have to go by fast.
They're going to go by so slow.
Shut up, Derek. No.
You can't anticipate. You have to just be like, okay, it's coming. And then it'll just be here.
Right. Yes. Because I leave exactly right after work on Friday. So it has to come fast.
Oh, you're gonna have a loaded day then.
Why only work 3 hours?
Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't
That's
bad.
all I work on the weekdays is 3 hours, so it's okay.
That's good. So that'll
I just
be
have to deal with crazy kids. It's okay.
yeah. And then you'll just take a nap anyway.
Yeah, I'll be in the back of the river, passed out in the car.
Yeah.
It's fine. We have a 7-hour drive to Kansas City.
That's not
Which
too
we drive right through your neck of the woods, so
Yas. Yeah. Hit us
I might have to call you up and be like, "What are you doing?
Right? Hell yeah.
What are you doing? Let's go say hi at the gas station."
Right? Sneak
Do
into
a
the
gas station meetup or something.
Go say our
God.
last goodbye is at SOS or something. Bye spirits. No.
Okay, spirits. Peace out.
I miss them. I miss it so much, but
I know.
yeah.
We will be
Alicia said you better stop by.
What did she say? Oh, you
She
better
said,
stop by.
you better stop
Oh
by.
boy. I guess I have to stop by and see Alicia and Jared. We might have a on front pages photo happening soon.
Right? Oh yeah.
Which we did not get when we were together in January, just saying.
Yeah, we didn't we had several individual pictures with everybody, but we didn't get one just with us three, so what to make that happen too.
Yeah, we'll have to make that happen. Yeah. But y'all have a great week and a great night, and we will see you back here next Sunday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Derek and Alicia will be the stars of the show.
Yay! Alrighty.
If you're interested in any of the upcoming guests, we have them all listed for the next 2 months on our Facebook page now, too. So we will see you back next Sunday. Have a good night.
Have a good one.